Episode 2, Caleria. Caleria, the Holy Kingdom of Harmonia's Southern Frontier Defence Force, to which I'm still ostensibly affiliated, makes its home here in this town situated on the boundary between Harmonia and Grasslands. Around these parts you'll find no shortage of special agents like myself, as well as mercenaries and all types with their eyes peeled for any and all events that occur near Harmonia's national border. And you'll probably recognise this place if you played Suikoden III as well. In recent years, with the Gatorin War and the chaos of the city-states, military operations have seen a step increase. Well then, what should I do? You finally showed up, Nash. It was worth waiting around. Turned to meet the voice, I was met by a most unexpected face. Why? I didn't think there were still any people out there who cared about what I got up to. So, where are you headed? To finish your mission? Oh, I realise I'm... using a different controller setup to normal. Means I haven't got my usual option to get rid of text. I'll do that at some point. Or are you going to stand in my way? If you plan on holding you back, you better get ready to go through hell for it, just like old times. I know better than to think that a little Latkje boy would stop and listen to what I have to say. I figured out much out years ago. Then why are you here, Lena? This woman is Lena Sylphina, daughter of the Sylphina family. She has served as a member of the Temple Guards for long when I and is mine and Julie's aunt. The Sylphina family is a branch of the Latkje family, and while she may only be 3 years older than I am, I've never really been able to deal with her all that well. Give me a break, you're not my sister. Hey now! Aren't you the little boy that used to follow his big sister Lena around, clutching his big sister Lena's skirts all the time? Whoa, Lena, please. We can't spend our whole lives dwelling on the past. In that case, I need you to help me out with something. I don't plan on taking no for an answer. You need my help? It's not like I have any connection to the Latkje family anymore. What you see is what you get, really. That may be more than enough. Hey, wait a minute. What's this all of a sudden? Before I'd even realised what was happening, Lena took my hands and placed me in cuffs. There's a warrant out for your arrest in Caleria. Huh? What for? What did I? Misappropriation of funds? You had received advances for an infiltration mission, but apparently neglected to submit a final report? Ah. I suppose it's true I've been out of contact for the past 3 months. I'm honestly kind of surprised I didn't just assume I'd got myself killed. Well, off we go. Wait a minute. You say you're going to hand me over to the guards? That's terrible. It's not like there's a bounty, right? Of course there isn't. It's probably not worth fussing over anyway, so calm yourself down a bit. You should be fine after explaining the situation and submitting a lengthy written apology. On top of that, I'm sure the Sylphina family has some pull with the captain here. Even so, isn't this a bit much? You think so, huh? I was thinking it's probably about time I stopped pampering you. You need to go back to Julie. Surely you must realise just how much that girl needs you. Yeah, I get that. But... great. Let's get a move on then. Man, I just can't deal with this woman. That's what came to mind as I was dragged away. Well, Barge, is Caleria's fortress to your liking? It's the very definition of comfort. The grasslands have been peaceful as it can be for decades now, and that hasty mess of a south seems to have died down as well. That's good then. But I do hope you haven't forgotten by whose graces you found yourself in this position, as well as the reason for doing so. Perish your thought. Rest assured that I am keeping close tabs on that annoying woman from the guards. I see. So where is she now? She was days away, waiting by the side of a road on the grassland's border. I do wonder when the person she's waiting for will arrive. Quite a hard worker. But will she really apprehend Nash for us? He seems to be well known amongst the garrison for his eccentric proclivities. His behaviour does seem a little unexpected. That is precisely why we set this up. Spreading rumours that would make her want to secure him personally. There's no reason for a threat. Instead, you ought to worry about not messing up your part in this. Yes, of course. Excuse me. What is it? We've received word from a watchtower. Lady Lena Safina has apprehended the suspect and is currently en route to our location. Understood. You're dismissed. Sir. Well then, please allow me to handle this. Just don't screw up, okay? Lena Safina, Vice Captain of the Temple Guard 2nd Unit. I've apprehended the suspect. I'd like to report directly to Lord Barge. Want to request an audience? Acting Commander Barge, correct? I'll send a messenger. Please wait a moment. Wait a minute. What do you mean, Acting Commander? What happened to Captain Bandham? Captain Bandham's currently absent. Seems he's been sent on some long-term mission. In the meantime, we've been left with some inexperienced fool. There had to be some kind of better candidates out there. Now you mention it, it seems that all the capable people have moved away for strategic reasons. They settled on this no-name countryside noble from the south as a last resort. Which as it happens, I also came here with the Relief troops. I don't really know much more about it myself. So that's how it is. It's no wonder I hadn't seen any familiar faces amongst the troops. Seems like a lot of people have been replaced in the 6 months I've been gone. While mulling the situation over my head, I turned and saw a group of soldiers approaching us from a barracks. What are you plotting? You're not getting yourself out of this. What about them? A group of soldiers are approaching us with their blades drawn, looking in my direction, with daggers in their eyes. I am handing over a prisoner accused of disobeying orders. It's only natural for them to be apprehensive. You always did think the best of everyone. And you worry too much. I hope you're right. Lady Lena, congratulations on successfully completing your mission. Thanks. Please inform Lord Barge that I'll be sitting in the suspect's inquiry. That won't be necessary. Soldiers quickly spread out amongst us. Lena and I found ourselves completely surrounded. Looks like that hunch of mine wasn't so far off the mark. What's the meaning of this? Your cooperation in this matter will no longer be required, Lady Lena. How Nash Latkje will be dealt with from here on out will be left to the discretion of a garrison. What are you saying? This isn't what was agreed on. I don't know anything about that. The only orders we received from Lord Barge was to take custody of Nash. After all, what is going on here? Lord Barge! Lady Lena, thank you kindly for your assistance in apprehending the suspect. You can leave the rest to us. Please return to Crystal Valley now. Lord Barge, what are you saying? Isn't this treatment a little bit extreme for something like misappropriation of funds? And did I not have your word that I could sit on his inquiry? The circumstances have changed. What? It was, as you said, originally just a case of misappropriation, but some new information came to our attention. What are you saying? As you know, his mission was to infiltrate the city-states of Jouston. It is there, unfortunately, where he made some trouble for us. Though it no longer exists, the Kingdom of Highland was once an ally of our country. In the city-states, it appears he interfered with Highland's assault on a city called Greenhill. Where did you get that information? Not from a very reliable source, and such as I am afraid I cannot simply ignore it. Then what will Nash's punishment be? It's already decided. This crime is treason. Those who have committed this crime are considered necessary by the superiors of the organisation to which they belonged to be summarily executed. What? That's ridiculous. Surely the law must allow for special circumstances during a revolt like that. And to be summarily executed without a trial must exceed the scope of the law. Still, we are bound by the law. The time for talk is over. I would ask you to take your leave. You... What the hell? We've been indebted to the Savina family for a long time now. I'm not ignorant of that fact. However, what matters now is the present. It would be a most grave error to align yourself for any persons connected to the Latkjes, former leaders of a people's faction. You bastard. You had this plan from the start. Did I? I was simply relieved to be able to fulfill what I was given. Who's responsible for this? That I cannot say. Nash Latkje will be executed tomorrow morning, so if you hope to exchange parting words, I suggest you do so sooner rather than later. To be fair, I got it right, he did commit treason. Get in there and keep quiet till morning. Stripped of my equipment, I was thrown to a frigid stone floor holding cell with nothing more than some cheap prison clothes. Putting me here was quite an excellent trick though. Whoever was putting the strings on this one certainly got the best of me this time. I've got a feeling I know exactly who it was. Most likely it won't take long before executing me. I can't afford to waste any time. I calmly took a look around. There's a small underground cell. No window, of course. There's a gate, about the size of a child's wrist. A guard constantly patrols back and forth in front of the cell, with probably at least 2 more standing by the entrance and exit. You're trapped in Caleria's fortress of all places. Sees my look as well out. Still, I'm not so obedient that I'll just give up and let it all end here. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it? What time do you guys usually do dinner? There won't be any dinner. It'll be a waste of food to feed a guy who's going to be dead in the morning. Well there, what's that supposed to mean? What, you weren't told? You ought to be executed tomorrow morning. Wait a minute. I can't just be executed without even an interrogation first. Despite how desperate all my shouting may have looked, I was perfectly calm and collected on the inside. My absolute worst case scenario came to pass, that's all. Seems I've got no choice but to prepare myself for the inevitable. Look man, I don't know what you did. You reap what you sow, right? Anyway, just shut up and be quiet already. If that's the case, at least let me have a last meal then. As if unwilling to put up my abuse, the guard muttered, hey, give me a break, and just walked away from me with a sigh. If I'd been given a meal, I might at least have got my hands on a spoon, but no such luck. Don't know who these guys are, but they had been very thorough in examining me, and even missed a single pin. And what do I do about this mess? My thoughts spin around inside my head. The fort stone walls are solidly built, and they definitely wouldn't be easy to smash through. Opening this cell door would be a breeze provided I had the right tool for a job, but I doubt to be able to get my hands on anything useful. I don't have a guard on duty, but it's not likely to be receptive to a bribe. But it's not like I have any money anyway. I only have one night to escape from here. This might be the end. Just as I began to give up hope, I heard someone coming down the stairs. Lena? It will only take a minute, right? Yeah, I won't cause a ruckus. Thank you. Nash. Damn you, you've sold me out. No, she hasn't. Really, she hasn't. Enough of your pathetic barking. You really don't know when to give up, do you? You, Sophinas, sure do have You seem to have quite a knack for lying and cheating. You're quite a piece of work yourself. I don't know what happened out there, but I think you could cause a mess like that and walk away as though nothing had happened. Leave me alone. Is bark all you've got left? Is that all you are now, some coward barking in a cage? Ooh. Hey, calm down. Not supposed to be harmed before the execution. Huh. That pain is the same as the pain Julie feels. It might do some good to spend the night thinking about that. You still care about other people at all. Without once turning back in my direction, Lena handed the guard some coins for his trouble and climbed up the stairs. Looks like the guards have been replaced by the night shift. Their dedication towards keeping an eye on me all night is certainly admirable. I'm kind of in a hurry here. Earlier, Lena slipped me a little something. Getting hit like that is never pleasant, but Lena had taken advantage of the situation to place a small pin by my ear. She's always been good at that, skillfully manoeuvring through delicate situations and adept at syncing her actions up to mine. First order of business is to reclaim my equipment, I suppose. Getting new darts and armour together wouldn't be that much of a challenge, but as for resourceful, I need those swords. There's no other reason than my inevitable confrontation with Zaj. My equipment is probably being kept in the officers' quarters where barge is. I saw some soldiers carrying my equipment over that way at least. Entering a barracks would be a huge risk, where there's not a whole lot of choice. Feigning sleep, I closely observe the guards and watch. One sitting in his chair with his arms crossed was beginning to nod off. The other would yawn on occasionally and sleepily rub his eyes. Could this be my chance? Doing my best to remain inconspicuous, I quietly crept up the metal bars, stuck my hand out from between them, starting private probing the lock. Suddenly the guard had been yawning, stood up. I quietly closed the gate, sidled up against the wall and waited. Well, my shift's about done, so I'm taking off. Later. Mumbling a reply, half asleep guard saw his companion off. Thanks for that. The fewer enemies I have, the better. Reinforcing my resolve, I emerged from my cell. And I emerge from the next episode. Bye bye.